Good afternoon, dear students. So in this class, we'll solve with the problems on network diagrams. Okay, so they are going to give the questions like activities, how they are interrelated with each other, and which activities will come for predecessors, and similarly which activities will be there with the successors, and how they are interconnected with each other. Depends upon those conditions, you need to draw the network diagram. Okay, so we'll start the problem now. Okay, the slides are visible now. Can anyone?
Yes, sir.
It's visible now, right? Yes, it's visible. Can someone please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. The questions is given like this. Draw the network of a project. Okay. So draw the network of a project having 7 activities. Okay. So here in this network diagram, there are 7 activities. They are interrelated with each other since from start to till end. So here they have given the first condition, that is activity A, B, and C that runs concurrently. Concurrently in the sense all these 3 activities are starting at the same time. Okay, and here the next condition is activities predecessors are as follows. So here they have given the conditions in this table, like for D activity, A is the predecessor, and for E activity, B is the predecessor, and similarly for F activity, C is the predecessor. Okay, so here we have first 2 conditions. First condition is activity A, B, and C that runs concurrently. And the second condition is with respect to the predecessors. Right. So for D activity, A is the predecessor, means after completion of this A activity, you need to start D activity. And similarly, after finishing this B activity, you need to start activity E. And similarly, after finishing this C activity, you need to start with F activity. Okay. So this is the second condition. And third condition is activity G is the last operation. Means here the project is going to be end. Okay. Last operation of the project and also immediate successor for D, E, and F. So once you complete this D, E, and F, then only you can start with activity G. Since activity G is the last operation, and one more condition is these are the this activity is the immediate successor for DEF activities, DE and F. For these 3 activities, G is the successor activity. Okay. So you understood about the question now. So we'll solve the problem now. Okay. So first conditions, what they have given? They have given as activity A, B, and C that start concurrently. Yesterday you have solved one problem, right? So in that problem, if activities are starting at the same time, that means you need to start from the single node. Okay. So here there are 3 activities are going to start concurrently. That is activity A, activity B, and activity C. Okay. So this is like this. I can draw the diagram first. So this is activity A, and this is activity B, and activity C. Right? So this is activity C. So you can give the node number later. No problem with that. Clear? Okay. So till now it's understood. This is the first condition. Activity A, activity B, and activity C are starting concurrently. Means all these three activities has to start from same node. Clear? And now moving on to the next condition, whatever they have given from this table, that is for activity D, A is the immediate predecessor. Means once you complete this A activity, you need to start one more activity, that is activity D. Clear? So if you draw like this, for this D activity, A is the predecessor. Okay? The first condition from this table, it's satisfied. Clear? And similarly for E activity, B is the predecessor. Means once you complete this B activity, you can draw one more activity that shows activity E. Now, for B activity, E is the successor, and for E activity, B is the predecessor. So, for activity E, B is the predecessor. The condition is satisfied now. Yeah, and similarly for F activity, C is the predecessor. So, it's nothing but what? For C activity, F is successor. Clear? So for F activity, sorry, I can write like this. Okay. So for F activity, C is the predecessor now. So condition 3 from table is also satisfied. Now all these three conditions are satisfied. Till now it's understood. Is there any doubt? If you have not understood about first two conditions, you can ask. Yes? Can I move ahead? Am I
Yes, sir.
audible? Yes, it's audible. Okay. Now you can see the third condition, or else just you can take down this question also so that it will be most useful for you to solve. You please take a pen and paper, and along with me, you can also solve that so that whenever you will get the doubt, you can clarify those things. Please take the pen and paper for these upcoming 2 to 3 sessions. Okay, so till now the second condition is satisfied now. About this table is also satisfied, and regarding this first condition that starting concurrently, so that's also satisfied. And moving on to the last one, that is now here this activity G is the last operation and last operation of the project, and also immediate successor for D, E, and F. Okay, so now for D, E, F activity, G is the successor activity. Okay, so now I can draw a temporary network diagram in this way. So might be you can ask the question. So now think that this is activity G now. Okay, so this is activity G, and this activity G is successor activity for this D, E, and F. Okay, and you are not supposed to draw the diagram like this. Might be you can ask the question whether it is a right or wrong. So once if you draw an arrow, you need to name it compulsorily. If it's not, you need to adjust the network diagram by adjusting with the node. So adjusting in the sense you need to reduce the number of nodes. So might be you can ask, sir, whether this is a correct or wrong. Once if you draw an arrow, we have studied in rules and regulations part, right? So once if you draw an arrow, you need to name it. Now if you draw like this, what you will name for this? Okay, so for this, what I am going to do, I am just going to realter this network diagram, that is starts with activity A and activity B and activity C. So till now it's similar, and now what I am going to do, just look at here. So this is activity A, activity B, activity C are starting concurrently. The conditions is satisfied now. Now what I'm going to do, this is activity D. I'm just combining these three nodes into a single node. So activity D and activity E, and this is activity Sorry. Okay. Now, this is activity F. So now I am going to make a one single node by clubbing these three nodes. And now again I am going to check with the conditions what they have given in the questions, whether it is changed or not. Okay. So what is the condition now? The first condition is activity A, activity B, and activity C are starting concurrently. So that is fine. It's satisfied. And second condition is from the table for activity D, A is the predecessor, that is satisfied. And activity for activity E, B is the predecessor activity, that is also fine. And for activity F, C is the predecessor. Okay. So we have satisfied these three conditions from the table. Okay. So till now, is there any doubt? How to club the node? You're not supposed to provide three different nodes individually and three different arrows just to join for the last activity. So if you want to club those things, it should not changes with respect to conditions, whatever they have given in the question. Okay. So now finally I can write activity G. So since it is the last activity and it's have only one single node at end part of this network diagram and one starting node at the initial part. So now you can give any numbers for these nodes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and then 6. Clear? So this is how we will draw the network diagram. It's understood?
Sir.
Yes? Can anyone please? Sagar? If you are having any
Yes,
doubts,
sir.
you can
Understood.
make it clarified now only. You're understanding, right? Others?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we will draw the network diagram. First, keep in mind, you need to satisfy the conditions, whatever they have given in the question. So according to that, you have to draw the network diagram. And second one is, in some places, you need to club the nodes from, I mean, in this network diagram, you have to try to reduce the, you need to try to reduce the number of nodes. If it is getting increases, with respect to conditions, you need to reduce that. So this particular part, which is purely wrong, I mean, whatever I have given here, three different activities which are connecting the last activity. So this part is wrong. So what I have done, so I have combined these three nodes into a one node, and then I have provided that one for the last activity. So now you can see for D activity, G is the successor, and even for E activity, G is the successor activity, and even for F activity, G is the successor. So even the last conditions, whatever we have given here, so this condition is also satisfied. Activity G is the last operation. Yes, you can see here. So this activity G is the last operation, and next and also immediate successor for D, E, and F. So for D, for E, and for F, so this G is the immediate successor activity. So now we have satisfied these all conditions. Clear? Understood now? Yes? Okay. So moving on to the next problem.
Yes.
The questions has been given in this way. Okay. The maintenance of a project that of a particular building consisting of 10 jobs. So 10 jobs are nothing but activities. Okay. So here what they have given, the predecessor relationships which are identified by the node numbers. So here whatever the relationships are there from one activity to the other activity. So in the previous activity, I mean in the previous part, they have given with a predecessor relationship, right? So for D activity, A is the predecessor, and for E activity, B is the predecessor, and for F activity, C is the predecessor. But here, those relationships which are given based upon these identifications. So identifications which are given with respect to these node numbers 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4 and all, right? So now we need to draw the network diagram according to this. That's nothing but what? I will show you one part here. So according to that, you need to draw this network diagram. So here, this particular A job consisting of two nodes that connects from 1 to 2. So this is node 1 and this is node 2. So that indicates activity A now. So this is how we will draw the further network. And similarly, activity B that represents like this. 2 comma 3. So this node 2 and 3 connects activity. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so this activity B that connects 2 comma 3. Similarly for activity C 2 comma 4. Randomly you can draw and later you can alter those. So for that 2 comma 4 I can write activity C here, and similarly activity D, that is 3 comma 6. Like that you need to draw the further part. Okay, so everyone just try it once according to these numbers and let's see who will finish the first. Let's see who will finish it first. So try to solve this, and I suggest you to prefer pencil and eraser, so that whenever you need to alter the network diagram, it will be very useful to alter those things just by erasing those pencil lines. If you use pen, again you need to redraw those things freshly from next part, so that the things it won't get confused. Okay, just to try it once and let's see who will finish it first. So it's informed to everyone that everyone have to solve this, and you can share the presentation just by sharing the screen. Just you click the photo, and everyone can see those things. Just you can show those in this class. So just I will show this question, right? I will open this slide. You can see the slides, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. According to that, you can solve. If you are facing any difficulties, you can ask at that time itself. Once if you finish that, just to click that picture, and you can share the screen by using your mobile, so that everyone can see that image. If you start solving, then only you will understand these types of problems, or else it is very difficult to draw the network diagram only at the time of exam. So make sure that you need to practice it thoroughly, so that once you try here, so that the further part of the problems easily you can solve it. Yes. Initially, it feels much difficult just to draw where exactly we need to provide the arrow mark, either at the top or either at the bottom. So you can give it anywhere, wherever you require, but at the end, you need to satisfy the conditions, whatever they have given in the conditions. Either you can give that activity D at the top or even at the bottom, and similarly you can give the activity C at the top or bottom. So nowhere it is related with whether you are giving at the top or whether you are giving at the bottom part, but whatever the conditions they have given here, you need to satisfy those things. Understand now? When all are trying? Nachiket?
Yes, sir.
Yes, till where you have solved? It's understanding or you are facing any difficulties?
No, sir. No problem.
Yes, okay. Nikhil,
Yes, sir.
yes, is there any doubt or you're facing any difficulties? Please let us know so that we can clarify those things here only.
No, sir.
If you have solved that, you can share those things just by sharing the screen or a present screen. There is an option like present screen so that once you click that photo, so it's displayed in gallery. Yes, Rakesh, very good. Okay, just you rotate that. Okay. So I think it takes some times to load. It's not visible properly. Shashidhar Bhosle. Yes. Rakesh, can you re-click that pic once again? Okay. So here 1 to 2 that connects activity A and 2 to 3 that connects activity B, and similarly 2 to 4 that connects activity C. That's right. And 3 to 6 that connects activity D. Very good. And here Nisar Ahmad, I will check it just by finishing this. And 3 to 5 that connects activity E, right? And 4 to 5 that connects activity F. 4 to 7 that connects activity G. And 7 to 8. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, Shashidhar. You're right. You can stop sharing now. It's correct. Again, anyone else? Yes, Vinayak Boradai. Nisar Ahmad. Okay, Rasha. Nisar Ahmad, just to click that pic and you can share. Okay. I'm checking with the A. 1 to 2. Correct? Okay, 2 to 3. And 2 to 4. 4 to 5. See, you can see the variations while drawing the network diagram. It's not a wrong thing if the network diagram changes from one to other. Make sure that these conditions, whatever we have given in the questions, that should get satisfied. At the end, those conditions should get satisfied. And here 3 to 6 activity D, very good. And 3 to 5 activity E. And then 4 to 5 activity F. And next 4 to 7 activity G. And 7 to 8 activity J. Yes, correct, Rasha. Very good. Nisar Ahmad. Nisar Ahmad, can you just, I can't see that one through video, Baba, because, 1 minute. Okay, okay. Wait for a while, I'm going to check. Yes. 1 to 2, A, and 2 to 3, activity B, and 2 to 4. It's not getting focused. Nisar Ahmad. Just you click that pic and you can share the screen. So it will be much better to see. Else, every time, first three activities are right and others I can't see properly, Nisaram. Just click a pic. And anyone else? You can start sharing the screen. Yes, Rakesh. Very good. Nachiket. Nisaram. Yes, who is sharing the screen now? Only Nisar Ahmad. Nachiket. Yes. Activity 1 to 2 that connects A, and 2 to 3 it's B, 2 to 4 C, and then 3 to 5 it's E, 3 to 6 D, and 6 to 8 that connects I, 5 to 8 that connects H, and then 4 to 7 is 70. Very good, Nachiket. It's correct. Others, being happy that students are being solved. Yes, others, there are 33 members are there. Only 4 to 5 has shown till now. Nachiket, you can stop sharing. Vishwanath. Vishwanath. Nachiketa. Yes, Vishwanath
Yes, sir.
Madhwar. Yes, you can share the screen.
I
You've
already
already
shared.
shared?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think it takes some time to load. Just I will wait. Vishwanath Madhwar left the meeting. Others, Deepesh, Takir Hussain, Seema,
Sir, done.
Sanjita, Sagar. You can solve, at least you can try half away. So that the other things easily you will come to know once if you tried at least half of the part.
Solve, sir. Sir,
Rohit,
similar I'm getting.
Rutu, Rohan. Yes, yes, Deepesh, please.
Sir, similar I'm getting, like all of them.
Yeah, yeah. The same thing you are getting. That's fine then. Very good. Okay, shall I solve that problem now? Okay. So we'll start solving that. Just you can listen here. Others, you can stop sharing. Okay. So if you have finished that, you can send that WhatsApp message to, I mean, that image to my personal WhatsApp number so that again I will check it and let you know whether it is correct or wrong. Okay. And any suggestions are there, I will suggest you there itself. So now look at the screen. You can open my own screen there. Means you can see whatever I'm going to solve. Now you can see my slide. It contains a top corner table that indicates job and identification. It's visible for everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Others, you just go through the chat list and
Sir,
just you select that whatever I am going to present. Okay. So now, okay. So now the first condition, that is node number one and two that connects activity A. That is the first condition now. It's understood? The first condition, the job, that activity A that connects node 1 and node 2. The first condition is satisfied now. And similarly for job B that connects 2 and 3. So now moving on to the next part, that is activity B that connects node 2 and node 3. So the second condition is satisfied now. And third one is activity C that connects 2 and 4. So I can draw in this way. So you can write even at the top also. You can provide activity 2 to 4 in this way also. No problem in that. Just to make sure that this is activity C that connects 2 to 4. So the third condition is satisfied now. Second one is also satisfied, and third one is also satisfied. And fourth one is that activity D that connects 3 to 6. So I am drawing in this way. So this is 3 to 6 that connects activity D. Okay. So for every activity, it should have an arrow. Make sure that you need to provide arrow for each and every activity. Okay. So now the fourth condition is satisfied. And now moving on to the fifth condition, that is activity E that connects 3 to 5. Okay. So I am drawing 3 to 5 in this way, that is activity E that connects 3 to 5. Okay. So fifth condition is satisfied. And now activity F that connects 4 to 5. So already nodes are there. Just you make sure that you need to join that. So now activity F that connects 4 to 5. So this is activity F. Okay. And next condition is also satisfied. And now activity G that connects 4 to 7. So you don't have 7 here, but already you are having fourth node. So I am drawing in this way, that is activity 4 to 7 that connects activity G. So understood now? Activity 4 to 7 that connects activity G. And this condition is also satisfied. Now activity H that connects 5 to 8. So you don't have 8 now, but you are having 5. So now this 5 to 8 that connects activity H. Okay. And next activity I that connects 6 to 8. You are already having this 6. Sorry. Using this pen. Now this activity 6 to 8 that connects I activity, and then activity J that connects this activity J that connects 7 to 8. So this condition is also satisfied now. Okay, it's understood. If you are having any doubts, you are free to ask in this. And make sure that the general rules for network diagram, it should have only one node at the start and it should have only one node at the end. Clear? So it should have only one node at the starting part and only one node at the end. Okay, clear now? It's understood how to draw the network diagram. If you're having any doubts, you can ask. Others, if you have solved this, just to click the picture and you can share that one too through my personal email, personal WhatsApp number, so that I can check it. And it's informed to everyone that you have to send. Then only today's attendance will be given. Yes. Okay, till now it's understood. Is there any doubt? If you're having any doubts or any clarifications, if you required, you can ask here itself. Yes. The attendance will be given after sharing that particular problem. Just you take the screenshot of this problem and you can solve it and you can share. Let's inform to everyone. You can note down this job and identification table, and based upon this, you can solve that network diagram problem. And after sharing that image, we'll be providing attendance to you. Yes? Shall I stop sharing this? Everyone have recorded this data? Just one more minute, just to copy this table so that you can solve. It's 5,8 for H activity, dot 5,8 it is. Okay, I will stop sharing this. Just put your name and USN in the chat list, and that is not considered as the attendance. Once if you shared whatever you have solved, then only I will cross verify by today's attendance, and then we'll give that one as the you are present for this class. And those who have joined late, you can ask if you have not understood anything about the network diagram. Again, I can clarify those things to you. Yes, if you have given the attendance, you can leave the meeting. If anyone required a question, you can ask me personally so that I can share those things to you. Arun Sagar, Rohan Kattimani, and Shakir Hussain. Just give the attendance and you can leave the meeting. I'm going to disconnect this call after a few seconds. Mr. Arun, okay, I will disconnect this call.